Sham God. Can't leave Sham out. Can't leave Russ out. Shout out to everybody tuning in this morning. Let's see this. Basketball excellence shine through. Chris Webber, Sham God, Marcus Camby, Reggie Miller, OBK. Tell you what up. I'm gonna continue from my topic yesterday and shit, but I'm also gonna talk about the latest developments. What up? Good morning. Timothy Walker, Rico Pico. Good morning to everybody. Y'all share this live as y'all come in here. Let me fill y'all in case y'all ain't keeping up. More grand jury information released yesterday. It's starting to all tumble out. They have a gang member from the Southside Crips who was down with them, who's been telling, he filled in all the blanks, he was Dre's roommate. They said that it wasn't Orlando. This guy that I heard, I believe he knows what the fuck he talking about. But he said it wasn't Orlando. It never made sense for Orlando to claim that homicide and shit. Like, people were under the impression that everybody in the hood knew it and it was him and he was boasting about it. That made no sense. It didn't at all. King Don, what up? He said they say Keefy D purchased the weapon. Nah, he didn't purchase it. He was given it to him. It was given to him by a gentleman by the name of Eric Von Zip. If y'all follow my YouTube community, I uploaded a picture of him. He's a hustler from Harlem, connected on the West Coast, was out there get money, had the stash boxes in his vehicles and all of that. He had a gun on him. He the one provided the gun, but more damagingly, Keefy D admitted to retrieving the gun from Von Zip, who said, yo, we got the gun. Y'all can go ahead and take care of that and shit. And Keefy D said something like, yeah, it's kind of like killing two birds with one stone. He even used the word kill. Von Zip gave Keefy D the gun. Those are two shot callers. The rest of the subordinates wouldn't have any significant relationship with Von Zip. Keefy D is on record saying that he passed the gun to Orlando and it ended up in Dre's hands or something like that. But he said that he passed the gun. He admitted to passing a murder weapon. He is 100% finito. He's 100% finito. He can't beat that. He can't beat that no way, no how. And they're not even going to play with him on plea bargaining. He don't have nothing to bargain. He don't have nothing to bargain with. Get you up out of here. I don't like it. I don't like what you just said. Peace. Owen. He said Puffy probably sweating bullets. Yes, he should be sweating bullets. You know why? Puffy is legitimately Keefy D's only way out of this case. He already been telling, but his life is on the line now, and he don't have no other option. There's no other way to go. They talking about some the feds went and seen Suge Knight, you know, in regards to him testifying. Suge ain't gonna do no shit like that. That would destroy everything in his entire legacy. It would destroy everything. He's not gonna do that. Suge gonna get out of jail by some other means. I heard that he got a time cut, but he's not gonna get out by the way of the stand. Y'all could say, you never know, pressure, this or this or that. That nigga not getting on the stand in the most high-profile murder case since the OJ trial and shit. You know what I'm saying? He said he ain't got nothing on Puff. He could make something up. He could make something up. If you was in that type of trouble and you had no other alternatives, there's no other recourse but to make something up. If Puff has a paper trail, it's rental rap. We're just going to say he gonna tell before he definitely gonna try to use Puff as a bargaining chip. Keefy D can use Puff as a bargaining chip. I don't think Suge would stoop to. I don't think Suge would stoop to that. You could tell a lot of y'all civilians and shit. Y'all saying Suge can get out of jail free card. People like Suge don't end up in those situations like that. That will end everything that he has going on. THRU was known as the world's most dangerous record label, the most gangster record label, or something like that. It's bad enough the nigga already fell over in court. He said Suge a gangster for real. I respect him as a businessman. The gangster part, he did gangster shit, but I don't know about that part of shit. Gangsters don't fall out in the courtroom and shit. That's something that I seen him do, man, that I wish he really hadn't done that. I was with Haitian Jack during the time that Suge Knight fell on the floor. That nigga Jack was no more good, y'all. This nigga was rolling around on the floor. He had on all white. This nigga was like, Suge, Suge. He was yelling at the TV like Suge could hear him. Suge, what the fuck is you doing, man? Man, get the fuck up off the ground. He was yelling at the TV like he could hear him and shit. He was like, man, that ain't gangster, man. He said, oh my goodness, I can't believe he just did that, man. He was yelling at the TV like, man, get the fuck up, man. What is you doing? He said Suge had caught the Holy Ghost. All of them charges get heavy and shit, man. Make your knees weak. That nigga his knees betrayed him. He said Suge was trying to get sympathy. That was all the act. You can't get no sympathy after you was whooping on niggas and making them drink piss. Speaking of the piss situation, see a lot of people in my comments divided about this Tupac situation. A lot of people say, man, Pac don't deserve no fucking props, no reverence. He was with the shit too. He was with the shit too. He was jumping on niggas. He was making niggas drink piss with Suge. Peace, Gil. He was making niggas drink piss with Suge. That don't sound like a pro-black activist and shit like that. That's what people were saying. Let's just say the Pac was with the shits. He was with the shits, but new intel has emerged from the grand jury papers. Keefy D is not the shooter. Someone else, Andre's, they always say he the one that had the beefy arm. He was over 300 pounds. Andre's roommate broke down what happened. Word. It's going to be a very interesting case if he goes to trial. We'll get all of the dirt bags. They'll be exposed and shit like that. They will. He said, Pac was too loyal by default, if I'm saying it right. They said Pac used to be rolling on niggas on the East Coast with Haitian Jack. They used to be stomping niggas and shit like that. Said he was with it, man. He was with it. This is someone who's seen the police dogging out a black motorist or whatever. He didn't know they was the police. He went straight to get his hammer and got the cutting at him and shit. So it sounds like he was with the shits. Yeah. He said Puff will be charged. At this point, they probably would need a little bit more of the speculation and the words that's coming out of Keefy D's mouth. If this turned into that, Puffy's going to come to court with Matlock, the ghost of Johnny Cochran, and a whole bunch of other bad motherfuckers. Could you imagine Puffy's defense team? Could you imagine it? This ain't a club shooting. This ain't the situation with Shyheim. This a body. This a body of Tupac Shakur. Puff got bloodthirsty lawyers, man. They just sitting there rubbing their hands together like this. Puff lawyers doing like this. This Puff lawyers right now. That's Puff Lawyer. That's Puff Lawyer. Puff Lawyer's in the locker room. They in the locker room, man. Them niggas cracking their knuckles and shit. Yeah. Yeah. Pac was known for ripping, but that was love, hate of his life. I don't understand what you said that. He said Puff lawyers would dig up dirt on the jizzudge. I believe that. Puffy just lost his liquor endorsements. Someone said that that liquor situation is playing a part in all of this. This is why I guess when you got a musical catalog and you want some money to go off into another business venture, all you got to do is give them your catalog and they'll give you a loan. They'll put you in the red for a couple hundred $1 million or something like that. The catalog, according to Mark Curry, it ain't what it once was. Whatever the case, it has some influence on him giving people they publishing back. Good morning, everybody. He said when he was on, Keefy D was talking to Puff. He said too much. There's videos. I've watched 3 videos on Keefy D right now online, public videos that could put him away for life. 100%, just out the words out of his mouth. This nigga said he passed the gun. Hey yo, this nigga was ultra cooked. The day that escaped his lips, it was just about them going to pick him up from his house. The moment he said that, only reason that it took this long, because each and every person along the way involved with this investigation was monetizing it. They was monetizing it. Even the law. A lot of detectives, a lot of police did documentaries and wrote books on this shit. That's why they wasn't in a hurry to go grab his ass. Once everybody got situated, they said, okay, now let's go get his ass. Time to go get him. After they got their shit off of for 30 years and shit, Bad Boy ain't the only one that made money off of this and shit. They not. The authorities made money off of this shit too. The authorities be doing fucking interviews. They on podcasts. They want their 15 minutes of fame too. He never said it under oath. The shit A.R. was saying, it wasn't under oath. But if you listen to Vlad's interview, Vlad said he was approached before by the feds about a guy who got in trouble that he interviewed, right? He said he resisted whatever they wanted from him. He refused to give it to him. That's what he said. He said the person ended up going to trial anyway and getting convicted without him. Who went to trial that Vlad interviewed that went on and got convicted? Hey, my man, fuck you and that humble talk, man. You need to go get a dictionary. He thought he had immunity, so he just telling everything like he was untouchable. He went on numerous podcasts and buried himself. It was Ab. They approached him about Ab before. They said that if these guys stop saying so much, they won't be in this position and shit. He said, right, I saw that interview. Vlad said that on Bomb First. They get people for lyrics. I know they can get someone for talking. Yo, Gully, Dark Lord, this is you on his new album. For real? Really? You mean like Tupac, the way he did Haitian Jack on Against Our Laws, the way he ran off all of those names, Tut and Jimmy Henchman and Haitian Jack and all of these people we never knew. Are you for real? He said, for real. I believe you lying. You lying. I'd have been on a few albums. He said he thought he had Glaze Gibbs immunity. You can't murder something. You can't murder someone and think that you'll live the rest of your life without being hunted. That's why he turned himself in. What is Puff's state of mind right now? Paranoia. He said it. I don't care who got to go to jail or who gets killed. He said that a long time ago. Gene Dill quoted him as saying that. I don't give a fuck what happens. Who get killed, Big got to die, Suge, that. I don't care. He said that. Why is it so hard for niggas to stay quiet? Fame. Fame. Fame is cool. You know, being identifiable by people all over the world. That's cool sometimes. But once it becomes a part of your life and shit, people sometimes they be approaching you at the wrong times and shit. Like I was at baggage claim, frustrated in a motherfucker and shit. You know what I'm saying? Trying to get my bags. I'm sweating and shit. You know what I mean? You know, when you on the plane, you put on all your warm clothes so you don't get froze by the AC. I still got on my sweatsuit looking for my motherfucking baggage and shit. Motherfucker standing directly behind me with his phone and shit. I'm like, oh man, I thought I did something to the nigga. You know, he just wanted a picture and shit. He said, Gully, why BBW girls love dudes with PA knits and beards? I don't know, but it's a dynamic with the skull cap and the frames and the beards. Studious. It's the studious look. Black man looking intelligent and sophisticated. That's what it is. And you get a different reaction than having on a snapback. Why do you think these guys keep telling all their business? Haitian Jack told some things. I 100% know this. He told me nothing incriminating. He told me nothing incriminating. He was very, very surgical and selective about the information that he gave me. I paid attention. I was paying attention. Nothing incriminating. George Grace, stay doing what you do. I appreciate your super chat. Orange one. From here on out, when a colored super chat come through, I'm gonna just draw the knit. Shout out to everybody in orange. This is called Sun Kiss, I believe. 1212 Skinny Orange. You ever see a YouTuber waking up every day begging his viewers for gas money to DoorDash? These niggas ain't even good at begging. These niggas are poor beggars. You don't even know how to beg right, man. Let me give you some game, man. Scheme. All of that shit you doing, stop doing it. Stop it. This you need. You need a football jersey. You need a Little League football jersey, right? With your jar. And you represent this football team that's on the rise and shit. You're trying to launch a football team, an indie football team. I'm giving you a hustle that we did at 8 years old. Hey, yo, that'll work out for you better, man. I'm telling you, that'll work out for you better than the shit that you're doing. Go in the supermarket, man. Go to like one of the supermarkets, man, post up. It'll help if you got a kid. I'm not telling you to make a kid your co-defendant, man, and your scam, but hey, man, he said Pop Warner begging. We used to call that shit tagging. I went tagging with my older homies when I was young and shit. I never did it on my own and shit. It's just during the breaking era. Woke up one morning, my niggas came over my crib, Jermaine, Clyde Williams, and somebody else. Everybody got on a different football jersey. What the fuck is you niggas doing? We going tagging. fuck is tagging? We about to go down and stand in front of these and shit and get donations for the football squad and shit. Word? Come on, we out. He said he make Brooklyn look bad. He said, why do you keep trying to say Puffy ordered something? He hired the Southside Crips, allegedly, to protect him from Suge and Tupac. And maybe there was an order given. Maybe there was some money given. Some money offered. Maybe there was a reward presented. He said Keefy D took the peanuts. Thank you, WP Wave God. Remember, knowledge is powerful. Can't have so much and not share. Tell someone at some point there was a way to monetize it after thinking. What you saw, did Haitian Jack still have love for Tupac? There was in his house, his condominium, I believe, a picture of Machiavelli. Not the Tupac record, but the philosopher Machiavelli. And I was just taking in this shit, just being observant, checking things out. When spoken of, between me and him, he viewed me as a convict and a criminal, similar to him. So when we was talking from a criminal um, perspective, and we came to the agreement that Tupac wasn't a criminal. You understand what I'm saying and shit. So, the separation of cases and getting different lawyers, just everything that happened, he just felt he didn't react as a criminal and shit. He said this shit was new to him. He was like this. So the court shit, he was like that shit was all new to him. He said I went and got Jewish representation. He went and got the Black Panthers lawyers. Da 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 da. But that was it. He said that he's strong, come from strong roots. Haitian Jack admires revolutionaries. The books that was in his crib was all revolutionary shit, like George Jackson, um, Toussaint Louverture, Bookman Dottie from the Haitian Revolution and shit like that. That type of shit is gangster to him. And because of that, he had a level of respect for Tupac's bloodline, but he didn't fuck with him. He didn't fuck with him. He didn't fuck with him. He didn't like him anymore after the shit that happened. He said when he met him, he had on a whole bunch of gold chains. Probably talking about the jewelry that he had on in the Brenda's Got a Baby video and shit. He said, I told him to get rid of all of that shit, man. I took him in and I showed him the life. You feel me? He said, I showed him the life. Showed him how to dress like a man and shit. Showed him how to smell like a man and shit. This is how men move and shit. Bought him his first, I bought him his first Rolex. Just all of that. He like all of that Versace shit that them niggas was talking. He said, that was me and Ricky Lee. That's what he said. He said, me and Ricky Lee dressed like that. We didn't dress like them niggas. But aside from that, Tupac's been dead a long time. He couldn't have had no extreme vendetta. I just know he didn't fuck with him. He didn't fuck with what he did to him and shit like that. Wasn't Jack's people part of the revolution in Haiti? Nah, his people was a part of the I forget the dictator. There was a dictator in Haiti, Papa Doc, I think. His people was a part of the Papa Doc regime, some shit like that. I have to look it up. I got this shit all written down. Good morning, everybody. He said, "When did they start putting ads on live streams?" When the dribble got a hold of this shit. As soon as the dribble got a hold of it, Duvalier. Okay, pardon me. It wasn't Papa Doc. Thank you. Have you thought of doing an in-depth interview with Troy? I talked to Troy Ave on the phone and, text and shit like that. Troy Ave wants a motherfucker to pay him. I'm not even going to enter that conversation because with him, me and him could do some business some other type of way. I'm a computer whiz and shit. I'm a highly skilled editor and I do a bunch of other shit. We probably can work like that or something like that. And then during the course of, a work relationship, you might see him and shit. But to talk about that tax zone shit, he want like $3,000. Good morning, everybody. Make sure y'all share this live. Oh my goodness, can y'all like the video? 600 people here. Can you do an interview with King Tut? I don't think Tut likes me. I don't think Tut likes me. I don't think he likes me. I'm sure he know who I am and shit by now. I don't think he liked me and shit. Dexter Isaac said that he was in the same jail as Tut and approached Tut and asked him, "Why you telling people that you robbed Pac?" And at which point he said, Tut stood down and tucked his tail or some old shit. Might have ended up being, according to Dexter, could have turned into some knife shit, some gangster shit. But some people say that the situation that he's in, all that time that he got, came from his notoriety for the Tupac shit. He said, "Nah, Ricardo Jones, you got to super chat that." Good morning. Still alive. Yeah, he's still in federal prison and shit. He got life. Yeah, he got life. Him and listen to my Dexter Isaac interview. Him and Dexter was in a federal prison in Texas together. He said, "Papa Doc Duvalier is the same person. You was correct, Gully." Okay. Hold me down then. Hold me down. Yeah, he was a part of that. And when that regime went through, I don't know, they collapsed. He was assassinated. Whenever the regime collapsed, his family fled to the United States, Flatbush, Brooklyn. He said, "Okay, oh, from BK and West V on the check-in. Peace." He said, "Bro, you a street nigga one day. I'm not. A Muslim the next day. I'm not. And the ball of the next, and the dead ball of the day after. I'm not." He said, "You have a midlife crisis." Nah, I just happen to be multifaceted like a diamond and shit. You know what I'm saying? Each one of my facets is a different talent. You got to get used to niggas being radiant in public and shit. I'm the first of my kind here. Yeah, I do all of that though. I'm the dribble, my nigga. There's some dynamic shit, man, when you come here. I'm trying to tell you. He said it was a coup. Papa Doc was no joke. He said, "Oh, Sean Branch is on YouTube driving some type of car with the stars in the fucking ceiling and shit like that." As of right now, it's not the shooter. It's not Keefy D, but he secured the weapon and he passed it to him. He going to prison for natural life in fucking any fucking state in the United States. He going to jail for life. He going to jail for life. That's a murder. Why would you get on the internet and say that shit? That's karma. That's energy and shit. Energy forced that information to come out of his mouth. Energy did. Because he got away. They got away. They got away. They 100% got away with the murder. Their karma was dished out to them. All of them is dead. The guy on the grand jury said that Orlando Anderson was born with a silver spoon in his mouth. He was Southside Crip royalty. I got that impression from him the whole time. I just needed somebody to say it. I got that impression from him the whole time. Orlando Anderson. He looked it like he was well taken care of and shit. He did. I guess he needed them interviews. Heard he had cancer. He said, "You think they're gonna grab Diddy? They're not gonna say shit to. They're not gonna say shit to Diddy. You talk to. It's layers to get to him. You gotta talk to attorneys and shit first." He said he did it because the detective did it and thought he was cleared. He said, "I wore my PA knit to the office. It hit different." Right. I'm 60. I'm hoping to be retired and farming a piece of land. Talk heavy, Calvin. There was a lot of people dropping videos on this here YouTube. When I came across your channel and you outlasted all those guys, it's crazy. You've been talking that for real. My information that I was encountering and gathering was all from the Haitian Jack documentary and shit. And speaking of Haitian Jack, he was in this world, these Keefy D's, these kingpins and shit like that, these super ballers. He was in that world with them dudes and shit. Oh my God, Jason, you bugging. That's who they really want, Diddy. They want to break the bank. He told Edie Amin the only reason he kept doing interviews was because Reggie, Vlad, and others kept his name in their mouth. Whack 100 is over there right now, I believe. He over there with Jack right now. That's so they don't have to talk this Keefy D shit, this Southside shit. They don't have to talk it over the phone. I'm telling you, that's what's going on right now. He said Tupac knew he was working for the feds. Nobody has proven Haitian Jack did any cooperation with anybody. Why? Let me ask y'all this, right? For y'all to say the Haitian Jack is the police. Why would Haitian Jack, his doings, his relationships with authorities be hidden, and Jimmy Henchman's shit is spoken publicly? Why? 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 Tell me why. Just think, why? Eric Housley. I seen that. Have you ever met Wack? Nah, I never met him. He made it loud for himself. He can't blame anybody but himself. I agree with that 100%. I agree with that 100%. Had he, all of his co-defendants was dead. They've asked Suge Knight about it. Suge Knight said he seen it. He said it on his documentary. He said he looked across and he was like, "I seen this bitch ass nigga." And Suge, they asked Suge Knight many times. They asked him, "Do you know who was shooting at you? Did you see who was shooting at you? Would you tell us?" He said, "Absolutely not." I think he told that to Barbara Walters. What did Pac say about him on Against All Odds? You gotta go listen to the song, man. That's the most powerful hip hop diss record of all time. The realest shit I ever wrote, if you want to call it a diss record. Yeah. Yeah, it was a diss record. The most dynamic diss record of all time. We didn't start, we was listening to it, bopping to it, loving that song for 30 years, but not to like the last 10 we found out who these people were. That was an ABC special. Suge was on TMZ and said he's not getting on the stand to testify. I told y'all that. That nigga from Cali, from Compton and shit like that. He can't testify on Keefy D, them niggas, and go back home and have a life. Is y'all crazy? That don't even work like that out there. He said Suge had 300 million in turn blood. Edie Amin told Keefy D, "I thought gangsters move in silence." Suge would not make a statement. Let the game and the good Lord deal with it. I believe that's how it's going to play out with Suge. They played Pee Wee football together. Tupac definitely wasn't scared of them street dudes. Nah. Jack has no paperwork, so people should stop saying that. Nobody ever said that Haitian Jack was a snitch, but Tupac. Tupac was the one that said it, man. Nobody said he was a snitch until Tupac and shit. Once Pac said it, everybody said it. Power of opinion, you know. Make sure y'all tweet this live stream to Twitter. I don't know if y'all be on Twitter. Twitter is action packed right now with all of the grand jury paperwork and shit floating. Twitter is action packed. I'm Gully TV 1 on Twitter. Right, smooth, right. Go to the website, Knittage. Get right. Pop music about to get pumped again, all crazy since they got Keefy D. Yeah, I'm gonna give y'all a little game. I'm gonna share something with y'all. You want to trigger your channel during this period right now. Start making YouTube shorts. Shorts trigger your channel and they're monetized and shit. They don't put a lot of scrutiny on whether or not they're gonna monetize. They just normally just monetize them joints. But shorts right now, speaking of Tupac and the Southside Crips and things of that nature, Gully, will you give your cousin 4,800 for a play? I talked to one of my cousins that could get the 4,800. I talked to him yesterday. We was on the phone cracking up about that shit. You know what I'm saying? But Jay-Z black just like us. Don't you know that he know what type of person his cousin is and shit like that? Don't you know that they grew up together? They're in the same house. Don't you know he still hear about his family from his mom and shit like that? Who doing this? Who getting high? Who? Why would you ask your billionaire cousin? That type of request shouldn't even escape the family. The rest of the family should be upset with this nigga for that shit. You fucking up our goddamn opportunities. Talking about some 4,800. The fuck is you talking about? That would have never got out of my house. Everybody would have went berserk, man. But anyway, right? He didn't ask the billionaire cousin for a job. He ain't been asked a nigga for a job. We've been cousins our whole life. When I left Marcy to go, do whatever with my life and shit, pretty sure he took the talented people with him. But hey, anyway, I got it. He said, "What you think about Jack meeting with Wack and DR?" I know what that's about. It's about this Keefy D Tupac situation. I got to get up out of here, man. I appreciate everybody who came through and subscribed and chatted. I appreciate the super chats. I got to get on to the gym. Follow me on Twitter at Gully TV 1. He said Jay-Z isn't a government agency. Right. Going up there, man. I got 112 styles, man. Get you something, man. I'm up out of here, man. Gully TV 1 on Twitter. I'm on push-ups all month, man, with a little bit of iron. Peace.